idea here. Gonna be another rant video here yet again, coming at you live with 52 subscribers. Big numbers. So I want to talk about how YouTube is saturated. Like a lot of the quote-unquote video ideas are super saturated. So we'll get into that right now. Biggest problem with that is everybody will tell you when you try to do YouTube or like Twitch or whatever to like be original. That's one of like apparently the keys to success is to be original. Now, the people that started out really early being original are now some of the people that are like millions and millions of subscribers, right? And the ones that everybody sees, everybody hears of, everybody talks about, is them. It's not the 50,000 other ones that are like, you know, wanting to be the same thing but can't get anywhere near it, and they're trying their own ideas and they're not getting anywhere. The big, like that's the biggest thing in my opinion is trying to be original in YouTube is like, you know, having a guy give birth to a child. Like, it's just not possible, right? There, like, you know, there's ways around it, like you can adopt, but I'm telling you right now, for being original on YouTube, that's a slippery slope. There is not much going on there, because trust me, if you thought about it, somebody else has already done it, right? Or at least they've thought about it already. And that's like the biggest thing, man. Like, I used to watch a trolling channel, and I've seen a few of them where they'll host other people's content, so they don't actually post anything, but it's like of their own, but it's like a community channel. So you submit clips and they post whatever they think they deem worthy. And one of them was trolling in Call of Duty, and like they got to the point that they like, seriously, they were running out of ideas. And I remember the last one I had seen was, what was it now? It was slow motion trolling, I think they called it. So basically everybody else would run at normal pace and play at normal pace, but there'd always be one guy that would just play the game as slowly as possible, like he was in slow motion, and his name was like, I don't know, it was something catchy for the video, right? So yeah, like he'd get in the lobby, everybody else would sprint out, and he would just slowly turn and slowly walk, and then there'd be the odd one where he'd get like a kill, right? But he'd have like an LMG and he'd literally shoot one bullet and then wait, like he was still in slow motion shooting. So it's kind of funny. And like I said, that one wasn't too bad, but that was the last one that I saw. And then after that, I don't remember out of the top of my head, but they were getting really ridiculous. And that one there was like, in my opinion, that was kind of like the highlight of now they're going downhill quite fast. Like even that in itself, I don't even think is really trolling. It's just doing something ridiculous to get a couple reactions. It's just not pissing anybody off, though, as far as I knew. And it's like, you watch like the pranksters, dude, and I was watching some the other day that like they do like the real pranks, which I know I've talked about this, but again, this is just kind of a rehash of that real fast. These real pranks, dude, like they were literally just being assholes. Like there's nothing real funny about it. You know, nothing comical. I mean, I watched them and I just laughed at how ridiculous they were. Like when you walk up and you're like slapping a guy's drink out of his hands, and then like this like shady music plays, and then he's like chasing the guy down, like the prankster, and the guy's going, "It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank." And he's still just not giving a fuck. That's what I think's funny. What the hell is this kid doing? Okay, I'll talk about that real quick. There's a kid sitting here at this crosswalk, literally sitting here. Okay, not even joking. He's sitting there. He's already moved off the curb. He's now in the road, where but on the crosswalk. And he was literally just sitting there gawking. I was like, dude, like I am stopped so you can proceed. I'm like, just saying. But like I said, that's the biggest thing, right? It's like there's really no way to make a YouTube video now and be original. People claim that your personality is what makes it original. I don't argue that. I really don't. But that's really all you got going for you. To come up with an original video idea that someone has not come up with before. And I mean, you could get so nitpicky that you could say you're original, but like if you're doing a skit in your backyard, I'm saying that someone else has already done a skit in their backyard, right? I'm saying if you're doing a trolling video, someone has already done a trolling video. But if you want to start nitpicking and be like, oh, we did a skit on this, and no one's actually done a skit on this, yes, okay, then you got me. But if you do a generalization of the topic, I don't think there's really any way. Like, I myself know and admit that what I do is not technically original. Like, I don't look at this and be like, oh yeah, putting a camera in my car, no one's done that before. No. I mean, you know, plenty of people do that. I mean, where do you think most of these people get their ideas for content? It's from other people, right? You see somebody else, you're doing content, you're like, man, that actually looks kind of funny, or, you know, it looks pretty good. And next thing you know, it's like, boom. I did, I knew, oh, she was cute. There's a blonde chick driving there. Not bad. No, there was this guy I knew a little while ago there that, I don't know, like a year ago or something, and he was doing cooking videos, and they were really entertaining, actually. I really like them. I didn't really watch them much myself, but, like, I mean, he has, like, a strong Facebook following, and by following, I mean, like, friends list. Like, he's got a lot of people on there. I've got, I think I've got, like, around 50, okay, myself. He's got, like, I think he had, like, 500. So, he's got, like, 500, he's got a wife, you know, she's got a whole ton, too, and then, like, everyone, like, and even, like, a brother, everybody, you know, nieces, whoever, like, the whole family is just, they've got a lot. They've got a lot of connections on Facebook. I'm sure, obviously, they share some of those connections as well. Now, he posted these videos, and what would happen is they would all share the video. He would share it, like, everyone. Like, it would have, like, you know, 10 shares, right? And it'd get, like, close to 1,000 hits. And I thought about it, and I was like, man, like, I'm not going to be super original here, but I'm like, that's a good idea. Like, what if I did my own cooking videos, but what if I did them, like, really shitty meals? So I did ones that were, like not like these fancy meals that you'd never think of. It's literally like fucking beans and wieners, you know what I mean? Or grilled cheese, or hamburger helper, craft dinner, you know, like just Mr. Noodles, like your shitty meals that are like at like $2 or less. So I made a couple of those, and they did really well, actually. And it's funny, people were sharing them on their own free will. Like, I wasn't like relatives or anything. It was literally just like some random guy I used to work with would share it, and like some girl that thought it was funny. And that to me is like very natural. That's like, okay, that's good. And trust me, we're gonna stay on topic, but just let me say this piece. So those did kind of well. And then somebody had talked to me a while later, and they were like, do you ever think that, like, you might have pissed him off because, like, maybe he would think that you're, like, mocking him? It's like, okay. I thought I had an original idea, and see where it got me? And it's because I looked at somebody else, I saw they were doing quite well with what they were doing, and it gave me an idea that I could just incorporate that into my own sense of humor and, you know, in my own style of cooking. I was like, why not try to monetize that, right? But it was funny that the way they had looked at it, and not necessarily saying that they were representing the individual themselves, but that they were saying, like, listen, like, what you're doing, like, I'm wondering, like, is he going to take offense to that? I'm not saying that, you know, and they weren't like, oh, I'm saying that he is. They were saying that there's a possibility that he might, right? And I kind of like that, because it wasn't necessarily like, you're wrong, right? You're doing something wrong. But it was like, you know, like, I'm just kind of wondering, how's this guy going to take it? And obviously, I don't really know. But he doesn't really talk to me anymore, so, I mean, honestly, it might not be very good. And this kid's looking at me for. Anyway, so that's going to be it for the video there, folks. We're going to shut her down there. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, that was my one interaction of trying to be creative on YouTube with, like, this fancy idea, and clearly it didn't work. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, copying someone might not be a good idea, but I don't know. I didn't, in that, like, in even my particular situation, I didn't, like, look at it, like, blatantly, like I was just straight up copying. But I looked at it like that I got an idea, and that I could move forward with that idea, and sure enough, it was like, dude, am I just fucking tweaking, or is my car still rolling back? It looked like my car was rolling for a second. Yeah, I'm fucked. Well, I left it in reverse anyway. Anyway, so yeah, thank you so much for watching. That's pretty funny. It literally looked like my car was still kind of rolling back slightly, and then I did realize it was still in reverse, so it might have actually been. But I'm going to straighten out this car and probably going to work. So again, thank you so much. See you in the next one. Peace.